As a YouTuber, you're probably familiar with the 10 out of 10 nightmare. If you're one of the lucky few, I guess, that doesn't pay attention to their analytics, well, good on you. But for most of us, that's not the case. We actually get caught up with the tendencies to check our analytics to see how our YouTube videos are doing, how are we progressing, how good or bad the videos did, and we stumble upon that 10 out of 10 curse. And I honestly wanted to share a little bit of essentially what I do when it comes down to my videos when they do a 10 out of 10 and what I do to make them become better. See, for me personally, whenever I see a video is not doing so well, I honestly generally don't concern myself anymore so much as to it being a failure of a video. I just most of the time believe that it hasn't found the niche audience within the algorithm where it could basically be boosted. Most of the time, I genuinely don't mess with the video, but maybe the title and, just kind of see if there's a different way that I can convey my message, because sometimes the title itself might not be finding the right audience to want to click through it. But at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world when you get one of those 10 out of 10 videos, because like I said, the algorithm is trying to find the right audience for it. See, for me personally, I've actually noticed that if I let my videos kind of just sit for a bit, eventually they get the traction that is needed. And I've learned to kind of let go of that emotion of having a failure of a video when it comes down to having those 10 out of 10 videos, because at the end of the day, not every video is going to be the best one out there. The difference is going to be showing up consistently to keep trying again and learning from each video. See, personally for me, I take every video that I make as a learning experience, whether the video is going to do numbers or not. Most of the time, we do want to have all the videos to keep growing and get us to the next level, whether it's for viewership, subscribers, and things of that sort to keep growing our YouTube channel and career. But let's be real, that's not gonna be the realistic approach to doing YouTube. So having those 10 out of 10 videos should not scare you at all whatsoever, especially early on in your career, because most of the time people want to give up. And my honest opinion is you shouldn't have to think of the 10 out of 10 videos, but in reality, just how you can keep improving within each video. And for me, to be honest, I've noticed that essentially you can get away with having those 10 out of 10 videos, especially if they're passion projects. Like for example, probably this video is gonna be a 10 out of 10 because it'll be the laughing thing of, YouTube doing it to me because I'm talking about it. It's not gonna be the most probably interactive video, but it's helping me just work on one, making videos for myself because I'm just creating the content and uploading it, and two, really just going ahead and practicing a little bit of, whether it's my videography or anything while I'm out here just enjoying myself. So I don't let it consume me. I just simply just go ahead and create something, whether the audience will see it eventually or not. I'm still staying consistent within my video, content creation and everything in between. So my best piece of advice when it comes down to seeing those 10 out of 10 analytics, curses, just ignore it. Simple enough. I feel like the energy that you put out into those videos, whenever you give it that negative attention, is going to stay negative. But if you just kind of forget about it, eventually when you go back to look at some of those videos, you might find that it found its niche in audience and it grew more than you thought it was going to grow whenever you're seeing that dreaded 10 out of 10. At least that's what I personally do myself. There's been honestly multiple occasions where I've seen a video of mine do a 10 out of 10, I let it be for a while, and I come back and somehow it's racked up thousands of views. The perfect example is this video that I did for the Instax Mini Evo or something like Go, where like you can print a photo within the Instax camera, but the one that you want to choose to print. And I went on a mission, if you will, to go get a photo that I wanted to print for it. At the beginning, to be honest, the video tanked. But then after a while, I went back to look at it, and to my surprise, guess what happened? I simply went into my analytics on the Studio app by YouTube, and I started just going to go ahead and started scrolling through it, and all of a sudden, I started seeing that the viewership of that video skyrocketed, which to me, by my surprise, to be honest, really shocked me. The funniest thing about this video is that for the first month, it had only like about 200-ish views. It was like at around 300 after almost a month. And then all of a sudden, if I check today, it is at over 1,000 views. which is kind of mind-blowing because this video, the traction of it and everything looked like it was just gonna be a failure. And by the logic of YouTube, if I would have just gone with, you know what, it's a failure of a video, this sucks, blah, blah, let me take it down, I would have just never let that video grow and done what it's done today. And that's happened with multiple of my videos if I go back to look at them. Because it's crazy, on my most viewed videos, most of them that are now relatively top videos weren't top videos at first hand. And don't get me wrong, with my most viewed videos, there are a few that stand out the most, but it's because of the, search optimization of those videos when it comes down to talking about gear that get a lot of traction. But there's a video, and this is one of my first few videos that went for my channel viral because it has now 19,000 views after 4 years, which at the beginning really didn't do anything crazy, but I let it sit, let it just brew, and all of a sudden it started growing, which if you see it right here, you might be able to kind of see it. That is how it started, and then it started skyrocketing over, which is kind of crazy to me because this video is more of a tutorial kind of video, and that video alone now gained me 152 subscribers, which is not a lot for some, but for me, I love it. So now circling back to why I wanted to make this video about the 10 out of 10, dread and, curse, if you will, of it, is simply to just say that it's okay to have those videos. Just let it grow with due time. Just focus on what you can control. Going back to creating more and more content and staying consistent, because that's what's worked for me. I've done it for multiple videos of mine where I genuinely thought they were going to be just straight up failures of videos. And then after time and checking my analytics, they're doing pretty all right. Could they have become the best of the best from the start to, keep that spirit going as you create? Of course, but the realistic side of social media in general is that that's not gonna happen. You have to just get those 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10s, 5 and 2s out of 10s, so that when you do get that 1 out of 10, it feels great, it's awesome, but you keep pushing through to make sure that you just keep generating content that you enjoy doing. Eventually, the algorithm and people are gonna stumble upon that video, whether it takes a little bit or not. You just want to keep out there and putting content that you enjoy creating so that you just stay consistent and have fun with it. Because in all honesty, that's what I do with myself, and that's what makes me want to create videos no matter if they're considered a flop or not. I just enjoy doing it, and the more you do it, eventually more people will see it. It's about playing the numbers game at the end of the day, and the more numbers you play out, the more likely somebody's going to catch that attention so that you can grow a following, friends and, community online, whatever you want to do. And that's one of the reasons why I do it. I just enjoy photography, videography, and I want to share what I find, my knowledge and experience, education, entertainment, whatever I can when it comes down to that, so that more people can enjoy it and have fun, maybe go try it out for themselves and just, pass on what photography and videography has done for me when it comes down to finding something I enjoy just to enjoy, and maybe other people will do so as well. And I believe that's how you're just gonna be having better videos. Eventually, it's just be yourself, post content you enjoy, and eventually somebody is bound to find it as well. So might as well just have fun with the process where you actually want to be able to go and create consistently, and eventually those 10 out of 10 will be meaningless to you, and eventually they'll probably grow, and if they don't, just keep having fun and post your content. But with all that said and done, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share this video with a friend. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.